Yeah.
All right, let's just pray to God this shit doesn't actually crash again. So welcome to episode 6 of the Almanac Podcast. My name's Alex. I'm here, and I'm with my boy, Eddy.
What's up?
And we are joined today with Amir, and he will be our fact checker today. Yeah, give him a round of applause, too. I don't know how... You're just drawing. All right, cool. So, what do you want to start? How are you doing? How you doing, man? I almost forgot. Just act like it didn't happen.
I'm good, man. Going through life changes. Going to second shift. So that's one step.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's me. I guess we could ask about you, bro.
Nah, just fuck my life.
Yeah, fuck your life, bro.
Fuck my life.
Nah, but anything for anything new with you, bro?
No, not at all. Nope. Just the same. That's how I'm gonna keep it. All right, so we're gonna start today with we got some backlash last week from the Super Bowl halftime show. I guess it was just mainly on social media. I didn't actually hear anyone be openly. I
was gonna say I don't know that crowd like that is hating on this. Like I personally haven't seen it, but like I see a lot of people talking about it.
Okay.
Like that, like like defending the actual show.
Okay.
Like, but I've seen like comments, but you never know what's real anymore.
Yeah.
I've seen comments like pictures of comments floating around, like just actual profiles like commenting some like.
Do you think they're real?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know those people, right?
Well, yeah. I never know if those like pictures of the comments are ever real. Like,
well, half the time, like there's a lot of people that just post shit with no profile picture. You don't even know who the fuck they are. Like,
just like Kevin Durant burner accounts.
I think that's the creepiest thing. Like when you click on a picture of somebody and it's like Michael Jordan. Like
they got nothing.
It's like, bro, like who are you? Like why are you so ashamed of yourself? Like.
What is like celebrities have like burner accounts, kind of like Kevin Durant does with
the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah. He's like
pussy. Oh. You know what? I said it.
All right.
Fuck Kevin Durant.
No, so there's a decent amount of backlash, at least that I saw, regardless if it was real or not. It was circulating on my feed. All got like the beginning of last week.
I understand, like
you watching the show, but like you watching the show, do you really think that any of that was offensive? I did end up tuning in to the halftime show just to see what everyone was kind of talking about.
I didn't think it was offensive. Like, it actually caught me surprised, like when she like flipped the American flag, mink, and then it was a Puerto Rican flag.
Yeah.
It was just like surprise, motherfucker.
Well, I saw a lot of people that were actually they didn't know what the flag was. They were mistaking it for the Texas flag and the Cuban flag. And I'm like, what? Well, that's like if you're Hispanic, you know your flags. Or you should at least know the difference between the Cuban and the Puerto Rican flag.
But I mean, like, yeah, people were mad, like, nuts about that whole situation. Like,
just the revealing of the
because it was like
Puerto Rican flag.
No, I think it was to the ass cheeks for real. They didn't like all that ass shaking.
Yeah,
bro, come on,
bro. Her at 50 doing that though.
I mean, her and Shakira.
Yeah,
but it's just like
how old is Shakira?
Shakira's like 40.
40?
Like 43, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, but she's still solid. Like both of them are so solid still.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it was like that, and they had like the men wearing like weird ass outfits on top of that, like straps, like literally just straps. Like so no tuxedos, nothing. Nah, bro, straps.
But do you think that's like revealing at all? Like last year, I remember. Like,
I guess it's because there's like kids, and like I don't know, like
I guess, but Adam Levine last year at the Super Bowl wasn't wearing a shirt, and like chicks were going crazy over that.
Yeah,
and now it's just like, oh, now like she's covered.
But I feel like maybe they're just lumping all their like problems together because on top of it, it was a mainly like a lot of those songs were like Spanish.
Oh, you think it was just
that
racially charged?
That was some of the things I saw like online where it's like people saying like, yo, like I don't understand what the fuck they're saying. Like, and it's like, to be fair, that is kind of true. Like, that's why I said I understand where they're coming from because like, yeah, you're it's like literally if they would just have brought like an Asian pop star.
Yeah.
Like, bro, not saying that Asian people don't watch football, but it's just like a majority.
If you would have put some K-pop
Yeah, and it's literally
at the Super
Korean.
Bowl,
It's literally
yeah.
Korean, bro. Like everybody's gonna be like,
No one's gonna know what the hell's going on.
yeah. Like I mean, like some people won't mind because some people are very open to music, but like at the same, but a lot of people are also not. Like I'd rather not listen to country music, but if it's playing, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But like if I could choose not to go like listen, I would.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that's just like problem with like Americans? I guess like modern day Americans, they're not willing to learn a second language.
I mean, like nobody. I don't feel like anyone has to learn a second language if they can. If they choose to, that's up to them. Like, but for me, like it's because it's more your benefit than anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, realistically, like.
Huh.
But that's really the only backlash I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I think I saw something circulating where a guy is actually suing the NFL for it being too revealing, the halftime show.
But that doesn't make sense.
Do you mind checking if that's a real like case?
What?
There's I think what is he just some Christian guy that was
I
just
didn't even know about it, bro.
Oh.
If you're looking at the
He's like thinking of persecuting like the NFL.
yeah.
Yeah, his name is I think it was Dave Dubenmeyer of the Ohio Ministry. He was saying that he was gonna take
the Ohio Ministry.
Yeah, it's weird. It's him and other like pastors or missionaries, and they're just like saying how it's like challenging like faith and just like saying it's like a strip club performance and contributing to like delinquency of a minor. Like,
Bro,
Jesus,
both more mad at
delinquency of a minor.
What he's doing, he's taking his hate out. He's more mad at the Cleveland Browns
Why?
than he is at the actual NFL. Like your team did so trash with so much talent. Like you're right, they had so much talent, and you didn't do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Like besides fight and lose.
Do you think he's actually going to get anything out of this?
I don't think like
what is the NFL really going to do?
Whoever's defending, it's like, bro, like the NFL has to kind of like take that to the chin because like they have cheerleaders.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's super weird actually because if they have cheerleaders, like
how you
why
get
not
mad
support?
over some cheeks? Yeah, how you get mad over some cheeks and like and titties? Like, I mean, like plus like.
I think it's just like like kind of the stage is kind of set. Like the Super Bowl is kind of like a family friendly type of show. Like people like keep their kids up.
Bro, all sports are friendly.
So the Super Bowl is family friendly, but every show has cheerleaders.
What sport isn't friendly?
Like just to pick the Super Bowl, just because there's one main stage and it's the halftime. I get it's the biggest game of the year, but that's like.
You said the biggest game of the year. What?
It's the biggest game of the year of football.
Oh, okay. Football.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have put that in context.
I'll say, bro, what?
What's the biggest game for you?
I mean, obviously basketball.
Finals,
but
NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No. So it's just weird how you he's not like consistently suing the NFL because there's cheerleaders at every game. Yeah. He's just doing it now because there's so many eyes and there's so many people like involved. And he's just I feel like. There is some truth. Maybe he does actually feel that way, but maybe there's also him trying to get some clout like out of this, You
think?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I'm not saying that's like the driving force, but maybe he's doing it for a little bit.
I mean, cause like I don't know, like I don't ever watch like football for the cheerleaders. Like half the time I'd be forgetting they're there, and the fact that they're like they're there. I mean they're there. I'm not saying they're not pretty or nothing because they are.
Yeah.
But it's just like, bro, like how you gonna get mad now? Like it doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to come of it. It's not like the NFL is going to cut him a check. I mean,
they already performed, right? And it's already a thing. Like,
it's already gone.
It's already done.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what did you think J-Lo and Shakira were going to do at the halftime show?
Well, I wasn't expecting Shakira to do the tongue thing. As soon as I saw that, I knew that was going to be a meme.
Oh, her licking.
Her like doing the
licking the air.
Yeah, but like, what is that called? It's not. I don't want to say yodeling.
What is that, like a slither, like snake tongue? I guess I don't know.
With the yodel?
No, I didn't catch that part though.
But yeah, like either way, yeah, just the whole tongue thing definitely. The yodels what made it funnier because it sounded like a Native American call, like when people used to like cover over their hands, over their mouths.
It was like the stereotype of Indians when you were a kid.
I didn't realize how offensive that really was. As a kid, I used to do that shit all the time.
Well, they would
used to just run around.
I mean, that's what you were taught, though. It's not like you got that out of nowhere.
I don't know where I learned that from. I really don't.
TV somewhere. But what were you saying?
So it's like apparently there's a debate that's like she actually did it because her father's like Lebanese, and apparently that's like an Arabic tradition that it's like expresses joy, excitement. This is from Diana Basha or whatever on Twitter, and I mean.
So it's more of like the Shakira yodeling is more of a
Arabic thing.
Which
I
it's a shout out to her dad.
Yeah.
I
didn't even know she was Lebanese. I thought she was.
So her dad's Arabic.
No, Lebanese or like
Lebanese.
Arabic.
Okay.
I thought she was. Yeah, I literally just thought she was Colombian.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna assume she was Puerto Rican. Honestly.
Nah, bro. She's like when she came out, I knew she was Colombian.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Never really got to follow Shakira like that.
I only not me either. Like besides,
maybe your like your sister and your mom like played.
I forgot how I found out, but it's just one thing. Some of those things you just know.
Just one of those facts.
It's like the yodeling I was telling you about. It was just something I don't know where I learned it, but I just knew it.
I mean, I guess that's cool. If that's a shout out to the native language.
Yeah, people also thought that it was like a kind of thing to like show that she was actually singing instead of just like, just kind of like lip singing.
Oh, yeah, that'd be so funny. But did you also see about like did you see the part where J-Lo brought out her daughter?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, the thing about that whole show to me was people like took it as a protest. And I'm not sure if if that was intended or not.
Protest for
just racial awareness and shit like that. Like I feel like they said when J-Lo brought out the Puerto Rican flag, that was her letting Americans know what's going on in Puerto Rico.
Just bringing awareness. Okay, yeah.
Awareness, we're American citizens as well. Like that was what I was seeing on Facebook for that part.
Yeah.
But then for the part where her daughter sang this song, I forgot what the title was. I don't know if you want to look that up. But
so you think the kids are still in the cages?
Yeah. That's a crazy way to start this off. Like imagine we didn't edit this. Hey, you think the kids are still in cages? Yo, call the cops. There's something going on with the Almanac Podcast. You made this so foul, bro. Keep this. Keep it. Fuck it. Yo, work
you thought I was getting rid of it?
No, work this in here somehow.
Let's get loud. That's something.
But yeah, I think they're still in cages.
Okay.
I personally haven't seen no news about that. Like,
I don't know.
Because I feel like it's obviously like the reason those kids are in the cages is because they're American citizens. Like they only deported the parents, so that's like the most foulest thing ever. Like I can't imagine like what that's like.
Hell no.
And then having to go into you're going into child services, so that's even worse. Like
that just spirals you into a whole fucked up set of that childhood of yours is just already starting
Well, I say once you're past 5, it's like a 5-year-old orphan, bro. That's hard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people who usually go into adoption, they're not they're looking for a very young. Most people, I feel.
There's an age where they're just
ain't nobody
I don't want that.
Adopting a 16-year-old. Feel me? I don't. Not that I think of you have to have a really strong connection with that kid.
Yeah, probably know them.
It's he's the one.
I couldn't see. No, I definitely agree with you. Okay.
But yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Maybe. Do you actually think 16-year-olds don't get adopted?
I think it's tough.
It's probably really tough. Bro, I never really thought about it.
It's not it's not fair to compare it to, but it's literally going to
say it.
I really shouldn't. But it's literally they treat you like it's a shelter, bro.
You're just saying it's better to get a puppy than go to the shelter to get a shelter dog.
That's what it's looking like, bro. It's foul, but it's
all right, that is foul.
Even South Park made that joke.
Yeah.
The fact that they can do it, it's yo, bro, this is too
it's
hitting too close to home.
All right. What else do you got?
So I thought it was just crazy, the whole Johnny Depp thing that just came out.
Oh,
Because I remember I had seen it, like them saying that like he had beat on his girlfriend, but now like there's evidence I guess coming out to support that she was putting hands on him
and herself. She was doing it like self-inflicting.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I always wonder like how do you catch that? Like the angles of these punches, they look like.
Well, I think she openly came out and admitted it, didn't she?
There's audio too.
There's audio of her. Actually,
who is she telling? Like, who had the wire?
Yeah, like if he brought it up or something like that, or whatever the case may be. But they were talking about pots and pans being used against Johnny Depp and like all these kind of things. It's just like a he said, she said kind of type thing. I mean, there's like
it's just a lot of gossip.
A lot of gossip. There's the audio there too, but like.
So was it just like a interview or something, or it was just literal like?
I think it was just like a recording of this trying like the like one. I forget who exactly was recording. I'm pretty sure it was Johnny Depp just trying to.
Oh, okay, just
that,
yeah.
She's abusive
He was trapping her
before she like says that he hits her or something.
My man said you activated my trap card. Rips open the dress shirt.
That's insane though. Like for someone to get accused of beating his girl, did they get a divorce? Are they still together?
I think they've been
Separated.
See, but bro, like, that's a big fear, like of mine. Like, I feel like once you become a celebrity at any like of any caliber, like anything that looks like it might smudge your legacy. Like,
yeah,
it's like I said, like it's like if you got accused, like I think like Usher got accused of herpes.
Okay.
Like, bro, like people are still gonna look at you different, even if it's true that like
or
it's
not.
All right, so I guess I gotta stay back with the whole Usher's having herpes thing.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
All right. So, but yeah, like back to that. It's just like he may not have did it, but until like a hardcore evidence comes out, you never know.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy though. Like, wasn't he married or is he divorced now?
To Amber?
Yeah.
They're divorced, I believe. Yeah.
I'm talking about the same. Oh no, that's Tim Burton. The lady that's in most of the movies with him is Tim Burton's wife, right? My man got a highlight reel of every death. She's those days where he's really mad at her.
Yeah. Honey, it's about to go one of these ways. Like, it's really gonna happen.
Exhibit
one
A,
of these
B,
ways.
C.
Pick one.
I got a clicker. But
no, but it's definitely crazy that there's like audio now of her just kind of admitting like I think it's just crazy like the self-inflicting like all the damages she did to her to make it seem like he was beating her is wild to me. But it's for some reason I'm just like not surprised.
I was just talking to this girl about that today because it's about like self-affliction. Like I mean as far as like blunt objects. Like, you feel me? Like,
what was she doing? It didn't specify as to what she was doing to herself.
I saw
right?
the pictures of her. It was literally just bruises on her face.
Yeah, it was just like
she somehow she punched herself hard enough.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looked like. Unless she hit herself with something blunt. But like, I tell her, bro, can you like realistically imagine punching yourself like with the intention of harming?
Oh, I don't.
Like, bro, imagine like you know how hard you swing when you swing at somebody you're trying to fight.
Right.
So, like, imagine throwing that same energy at yourself. Like, do you don't think your body's gonna react like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Like, realistically, like,
just take it out of his mouth. Relax.
So, yeah, it's so because the girl, she told me that like she knows a guy that like hit himself with a brick to death. Like, can you imagine that?
What?
Yeah, like I'm like you're hitting yourself, so it's like how do you not defend? Like, your body's natural reaction is usually to defend itself. Yeah. So like, how are you gonna fight yourself? One arm's like fighting back the other. Don't do it. Like, I mean, it's like the survivors are like whoever has whichever dominant hand is doing the protecting or killing. Like, damn, I'm left-handed, but he's got the brick. Like,
just go through with it. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It's foul, but like that's where like I relate that to mental illness. Like you have to be like nutty to just.
Yeah, but do you think like to play the mental illness card like in her position is fair?
I mean, bro, she's hitting herself. Like imagine that being your only idea of covering up.
To me, that's a big cop out. You know, so to go through with all that in the beginning, make it seem like he was beating her.
Not everybody thinks things through, bro.
No, but to take the route of like the mental the mental health like route. I think that's too easy of a cop out. Like, imagine like you beating yourself. But like what? Like, let's try to think this one through though. Like, why do you think she was doing it?
To cover up what she did.
No, like, why do you think she was like
Beating him?
beating him?
I don't know. I don't know Johnny Depp, bro. He's like a mysterious man as it is.
Yeah.
He's like as mysterious as like Keanu Reeves. Like you don't know what he's gonna do.
I like
John
Keanu
Wick the whole. You don't know. My man could be in the grocery store and just John Wick the whole joint one day. Like,
I like John Wick though.
I know I do too, but or like who's just playing Batman? Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Like, bro, after watching him do Batman and like he had like that Kirsten Stewart face the whole time. Like I'd say it showed like that poker face is crazy. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Trail off moment. How do you feel about Robert Pattinson playing the new Batman? How do you feel like that's gonna come out? There's a GQ article about talking about
how perfect he is.
Okay.
Like he's the perfect looking man. I'm like, but to whose category? Not to say that, like I'm not saying he's not like a good looking guy. It's just who said like did they vote for this? Like this is a worldwide vote.
But that's not Batman. Batman's not supposed to be like the
man.
sexiest or like the most good looking guy, is he? When is that supposed to come out?
What?
That Batman movie?
I don't know. There hasn't even been a trailer out.
Nothing. There's just nothing on it.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, like I just think it's sad. Like I feel like Batman is such a good series, and then they just
June 25th, 2021.
June 25th, 2021. Jeez.
I think you would say 1921.
Well, but they've been talking. They've been talking about this for years.
This is an old ass movie.
Re-released back in time.
Man builds a time machine and sends the movie to the past. Charlie Chaplin funds the silent film. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm not really too hype about that.
Yeah. Okay. I was just sidebarring.
Yeah. Fuck Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Nah, right. But like in another situation that like popped up with that is the whole Nicki Minaj accusing Meek Mill of being a woman beater. Mm-hmm. I just think that's crazy. Like, see that, like saying shit like that, whether it may or may not be true, it's still gonna have people looking at you funny.
There's a lot of back and forth tweets as like what they're accusing each other of. Like when I read all that,
I believe
some pretty serious shit.
I believe some of his part as far as like the shit that was going on with her brother, because I mean it is an actual case.
Oh yeah, that's
like I'm like, but that's such a personal card to pull. Like your brother's a child molester. Like yo, that's such a personal card. Like,
is it? I mean, it is that's out to the public though. Like,
yeah, but did she? I swear she like said like, yo, you like beat me in front of your mom, or like you kicked your mom.
She said, yeah.
It's like,
I don't know about that. I don't believe that for some reason.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, they brought careers into it, and that's when it's like, I don't know, like
the part where
they're at in careers wise, like
where he was like your bag is getting low.
Yeah, like you're like you're like this. You're doing this for fame because you're like your career's going on a downward spiral. Yeah, which we could agree like both of their.
Does he have an album coming out?
Him?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because that's what he was saying. I believe he was saying that.
What's that? Dream Chasers 5 coming up?
Well, I think it might be
4.
Well, he has a movie coming out, Charm City Nights.
Yeah, that looks tough.
I think he's doing soundtracks for that movie, right?
Yeah, I feel like any artist should.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like when Childish Gambino did like the whole Lion King thing, even though that was.
Yeah, and Kendrick did Black Panther. Like.
Yeah, but that Black Panther album was solid.
That's still a good. That's a good album.
It is.
Like it's not even like I don't want to associate it with the Black Panther movie at all.
Why, that movie was good.
I'm just saying like you know how like if I watch a movie and there's like an album that comes out with it, I usually associate them. But I don't even think about the Black Panther movie. Like I'm listening to the Black Panther album. Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj.
Oh yeah. I don't really know what he's dropping as far as music goes, but I mean he just dropped that song with Justin Timberlake. So
how'd you like that song?
I didn't.
You didn't like it?
No.
I think that's just like his commercial track.
It sounds very commercial, like just because you threw Justin Timberlake on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying Justin Timberlake didn't have a time period, but, like, I feel like he's still very, very much, like, pop.
Yeah. Well, he's never been anything else
it's
to
like,
me.
It's like you feel me? Like, you could have threw it, like, he has a great voice. I'm not saying that Justin Timberlake doesn't still have, like, can't sing his ass off, but it's, like, it's like throwing like John Mayer on like a track. It's like
I don't know. I don't
It's like-
I don't
like-
see it that way because Justin Timberlake did like tracks with
Or like-
Drake and Jay-Z, and it didn't sound like that to me.
but that same style of track.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was more like the rappers jumping on Justin Timberlake as opposed
So, like,
where
Justin
Justin
Timberlake-
Timberlake's just entering Meek Mill's world.
Doing the hook.
But I wouldn't want Meek Mill jumping on a Justin Timberlake song though.
I wouldn't.
I feel like it would sound really weird, out of place.
It's just like I don't like. And not every artist, goes together. Like a good example to me was Carousel on Sicko Mode.
Yeah.
Like that was like I feel like when
Who was on that?
That was Frank Ocean and Travis.
Oh
Scott.
yeah, that
song
was like my least favorite Frank Ocean song ever.
Yeah, but like when Travis Scott hopped on Lens, that shit went off.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like the beat switch. Like I understand. Like I can accept when artists do a beat switch. Like when Drake and Future did it for Life's Good.
Yeah.
Like they went, Drake had a really slow beat at the beginning, and then it just switched, and then Future got into the whole trap drill thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, that's just the whole situation with Meek though, and like I just think like that's like it goes back to what I said about Johnny Depp. Like you throw shit out like that, like oh like he beats women. People might actually believe that. Like if you have like solid proof.
Well, I mean, when she's putting out stuff out, like photos of her with bruises, it's kind of hard not to believe.
Did she put? Oh yeah, but I'm talking about Nicki. Did Nicki Minaj do it?
Oh, no. Sorry, you said Johnny.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but like in Meek's case, like he didn't.
Oh
actually
yeah,
have,
yeah.
She didn't actually have proof.
There's
like,
no real proof out there.
Yeah, like if like post a video, show something, like at least a witness that could like like could vouch for it. Like
it's not like Meek's mom's gonna go out there and be like,
yeah, but I saw beat on me. Like
he did it. Like he's not doing that.
anything to chase the
But
dream, huh? Like
I also felt like that whole interaction was just very like high schoolish though.
yeah.
Like, it was just very immature, and it was just like
tweets.
Yeah, I know, but
Arguing
like
with your ex over subtweets. Like, I
Yeah,
saw a lot
yeah.
of people saying, like, yo, they just want to, they really want to be back together. I'm like, yo, that's kind of like foul.
well, you wouldn't say that.
I know.
That's
but-
like that. Those are no turning back moments right there.
Yeah.
and she's married,
I know,
or
but-
she has a
but-
fiance.
But I mean, you do see that, like, in today's world, like people who even now, like put their whole business on Facebook and then still be with them. Like, yeah, so my husband, like, Shawty will do it on her man's page, like, yo, and then it would throw screenshots, everything. I seen it all happen, like, yo, man, my man cheated on me. He's a piece of shit. And the next day, it's not even next day, like next week, he's putting like Woman Crush Wednesdays.
And it's not her.
He's like, yo, no, her. It'd still be her. She's like, yo, woman of my dreams, the woman who sat through it all. I'm like, yeah, she definitely sat through it all because she's still there. She put you on blast. Like,
Oh man, it's like have you ever seen if you're ever scrolling, you ever see those like joint accounts?
yo, I think that's I know a girl who tags herself.
For what?
She tags her joint account in her own post. So she has a joint account and then she has her own profile. Like imagine having the energy to manage that. You might as well start a business, like an online business. If you want to run 2 pages, like real rap.
Nah, that's like just a hard sign of like someone cheated and there's no trust.
Yo, it is. That's exactly what it is. It's like, yo, don't even add me. Especially if you're the shawty, don't even add me. Like,
Don't you dare!
I'm like, I don't got time for this. Like,
Oh shit! No, but the that whole Meek and Nicki interaction was definitely like it was super immature to me.
Childish.
Yeah, it reminded me of like high school days where I'm just like I don't even want to see you do good from here on out. Like,
it's entertainment though.
yeah, it was
It
entertaining.
was super entertaining, just like, yo, for real.
But like it gets to the point where it's just like, was that all just entertaining and none of it was just like kind of true, like kind of thing? Like, what if Meek was doing that, or
I think it was staged.
I don't think it was staged.
That's always been a thing of mine. Like,
It's not uncommon
not
for
even
like,
not even on no hate and shit, but it was like when like Janae Aiko and Big Sean broke
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And like they kept making music together, but it was like breakup music. Like they made songs describing their breakup.
yeah.
Like so, like literally, I'm like, yo, you guys capitalized and everybody ate it up.
Yeah.
Like shawty's ate that up. They're like energy. They just see it back together. Like, oh yes, dreams. Like, I'm like, yo, what? You guys were talking bad shit.
I'm not saying Jay-Z did that too, with like Lemonade.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Now they're the Carters. Like, they made a whole music group to drop a new album.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, I don't see Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj making a track. I think there's like a certain level where they went to a like no turning back point. Like everyone else has like a turning back point. You know, they kind of drawed like with what they were saying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway.
But
Did you? So you didn't like the Justin Timberlake and Meek Mill song?
No.
Okay. All right.
It didn't rub, like, I don't know. I like the one he did with Roddy Ricch a lot better, the Nipsey tribute.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like that.
I
one too.
hope he's still gonna drop. If he does drop a project this year, that's dope. Like,
Who, Meek?
yeah, because like what that, like, it's already been like it's about to be 2 years.
I think he's supposed to.
About to be 2 years
He
now.
was doing that Nipsey Hussle one, like that collab, but like he said, he might just keep that for their family.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But it's like, I think that's also like not weird, but interesting. Like to keep it just for the family. Like, yeah, I have the tape that never released. Like people are gonna be like, yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
that brings like a lot of value.
It is a lot of value.
It's kind of like that Wu-Tang
like,
album that was just like there's only one record or one copy of it.
To the point where like they're gonna actually like sell it, or
Why
they're
not?
just gonna let it sell. Like, they're just gonna let it raise in value.
Just
Like,
think about how
bad
much-
do y'all want this Meek Nipsey collab.
Just think
album?
about how much time would happen. Like, let's say if like the family does have like that album and it gets passed on to their kids, and it's like 90, you know, like, and they're just like unreleased, like, you know, like
That's true, but yo, I mean, I guess it comes down to that patience game. Yeah,
that's a lot of patience. It's not like Meek's like pressed about it. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's just it doesn't matter. But
bro, you know they always chasing the chicken. It does matter. Like, you know, people.
Yeah, but-
people are probably paid. People already throwing reckless offers. I'm sure.
who?
At them
Oh, for the music.
for the music league.
And you gotta consider it too, based on their like.
It's like, I mean, I hate that I keep going back to the X tape, but it's literally like, bro, they're literally just grabbing any audio snippet of this man and say, yo, that's the song.
Well, I believe Meek and Nipsey probably actually do have tracks.
They're like hacking Instagram, Snapchat, any video, like iCloud hacks, just to get any video snippet, like audio snippet of this man's voice. Yo, all right, chop it up, make it into a beat, and then tell Joyner Lucas to rap on it.
Dude, I can't stand that dude.
Joyner Lucas?
Yeah, I can't listen to any of his music. I can
Anymore?
listen. What do you mean anymore?
You didn't know? I thought you liked him.
I listened to like those tracks that came out and they were just very like political, and I was just all like the introspective views.
That's why it made me laugh.
I think that's his bag. Like,
It made me laugh when like Tory came at him about the whole like I make deep depressing songs and now I'm hopping on popping niggas beats now. So it's like I'm like, it is true though. I did like him, but that's what I actually liked him for. I liked him for his like his storytelling and stuff like that. Like,
yeah. I think that's what he's there for. I think that's his special place in hip hop.
It's kind of like J. Cole. I put him under like a conscious rap like rapper. But that's what I used to like J. Cole for. Like when he first started, he could tell a really good story.
Yeah,
And all his albums, like, he has stories to tell.
he has something to say. Like it's a story that's personal.
Yeah, even if it's not his, like,
and it's still lyrical. Like it's all good. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's just how I felt about that. But
You listen to any new music that came out? I saw that.
honestly, like, I mean, you know, that's my man's.
Who?
But
Meek? Pop?
no, I was gonna say
Pop?
Tory Lanez.
Oh, Tory. Did he drop any new music?
He dropped 2 songs. I
He
think,
did?
this week.
Oh, I did not see that one.
Yeah, he dropped the Que Lo Que with Fivio Foreign. That's some boy from New York.
Who?
Upcoming New York artist, I guess. I haven't really checked.
What's his name?
Fivio Foreign.
Okay.
They dropped the John. That song like out like it's popping. The video, like, he dropped videos for both songs as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the second song he dropped was "Broken a Minute." That was a song that like apparently that verse was supposed to be for a song he was doing with NLE Choppa,
Okay.
but instead he just kept the verse and then he threw it on this other guy's beat that he's been promoting lately. So,
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I have not listened. I didn't even know he dropped a new
but
music.
as far as like that goes, that's about it.
You didn't listen to so Pop Smoke dropped an album.
Yeah, was it something to the Welcome to the
I think it was Welcome to the Woo too.
Yeah, Welcome to the Woo too. And I personally wasn't like really impressed
No,
because I feel like it was a very like one.
Meet the Woo too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it was just a very like it's the same sound.
Yeah, but don't you feel like that with like the
track?
baby?
No, but it's on every track.
Yeah. Don't you feel that way with the baby?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no. I agree, bro. It was like that with Stunna too. Stunna for Vegas, which is like one of the baby's artists.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
He just dropped the jump that had like Offset, Lil Baby, like a lot of those big names.
Yeah.
And yeah, like same thing.
Yeah.
Really, like it's really the same track like style. There's no versatility.
I don't think he's like. I don't think he has bars though.
What, the baby?
No. Pop Smoke. Like I'm listening to what he's saying. And I'm just like
two songs that like won me over for him. And I say won me over as in like it made me like him.
Mm-hmm.
Was just Welcome to the Party. Obviously, that's like you hear that in the club and it's just I don't know. It gets me hype as shit.
yeah.
So it's, it literally like it's really like yo, something dangerous is about to happen like, with this song in the background. like, welcome to the party. That raspy ass voice is just like it's welcoming danger.
Okay.
But and then the second one was PTSD.
Okay.
And that song made me laugh because like someone told me he sounded like 50 Cent, and he really does.
Yeah, he does.
He's like about PTSD. I was like, yo, that shit really like is, but
I think he's taking all of like 50 Cent's like filtering processing. Like it sounds like 50, but someone else
with
is
a
saying
deep
it.
ass voice.
Yeah.
Deep raspy like
Even the
voice.
sound effects like that he uses and how everything's like filtered, it sounds like 50. It's just Pop Smoke. It's just someone else.
That's just, but yeah, like I skimmed through it and I just
And then like it's modern beats, so yeah, it's not Dr. Dre.
But I mean, I think it's cool that he's like. I feel like New York is trying to make like a really big comeback in the rap scene because there's a lot of artists coming out.
Well, who did he collabed with?
A Boogie.
A Boogie on there. I heard that wasn't a bad track, but I'm not like the biggest A Boogie fan.
I like A Boogie.
So like when I hear him, I'm just like okay, like. I'm just listening through it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like they're. I feel like they're looking for like the next J, like not the J, but like someone like because like there's icons. You feel me? Every city has an icon.
Okay.
And like at one point, like if you weren't from New York, if you didn't know Nas and Jay-Z,
yeah,
you weren't from New York if you didn't know DMZ.
Right.
I mean DMZ. I said DMX.
DMX. Yeah.
Like I said DMZ. Yeah, like really, bro. You like it's just that kind of feeling. Same thing with like Wu-Tang, bro. Like
yeah,
or like you're not from Cali if you don't know Easy, if you don't know Ice, you
right.
don't know.
You
like,
know NWA.
Yeah, like
yeah.
that's that kind of thing. Like I feel like they don't have that no more.
Well, how
like,
about
like obviously like Drake? Like Canada's a big ass country, but like who do you really know artist wise besides like the people that are in their cliques? Like Drake, The Weeknd, the people on The Weeknd's label, but that's their cliques.
I know
like
some.
Tory Lanez, but like
are some of the people that
else.
are on Drake's label from
A majority
Canada?
of them are.
Majority of them are, right? Like,
I feel like there's very few that aren't. I
think isn't
Division's not from
They're
Canada.
not? Where are they from?
I think they're from Virginia.
Okay.
But
so
like,
Division, what about Majid Jordan?
Majid Jordan.
Is it Majid?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that one.
But yeah, actually, I don't know where they're from. I'm getting real European vibes.
Yeah.
Keeping it.
yeah. Okay.
And so, Roy Woods is from Canada.
Roy Woods?
Yeah,
okay.
And so is Party.
He didn't... Okay. All right, cool. So it's... Yeah, okay.
And but who else? Like a lot of actors surprised me when I found out they were from Canada. But Jim Carrey,
Seth Rogen.
like those. Like, I did not know they were.
Justin Bieber's from Canada as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, but like you don't like they're icon. They're iconic for their countries.
Yeah.
Whereas like, how many rappers do you know from like that like really represent the state?
Yeah.
Like for Florida, who would you say is?
So you're thinking like New York is looking for that rapper right now.
That rapper that's really like pushing it, like, cause I couldn't throw a crown on nobody right now, like as the king of New York.
On anyone right now?
Anyone. I'm gonna be real with you.
It's
like
still Jay.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Jay, cause he drops music, but it's like I don't know, like
I think it's still him.
It is still no, like it is still him.
Yeah.
But it's not like you feel me. Like
you're looking for someone younger.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
yeah, but it's kind of hard to like replicate that. Like with like Jay's upcoming and all the competition that he had. Nowadays, like it should be easier, but like if your competition isn't as strong, like it's not gonna make you seem any better than anyone else. Like you know what I'm saying.
We could go like another example would be like Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like Common was a staple in
Right.
Chicago music. Kanye
Yeah.
West is a staple in Chicago music. And I would say like now at this point, Chance the Rapper is also that. Now I'm not saying that because like obviously like I'm not really fond of the music he's recently been putting out, but
Yeah.
like he's put out so much and done so much for that city that it's like iconic. Like that man's probably like he probably gets love in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Like the film, like it's like that kind.
He's good with like politicians out there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he already comes from
He like saves lives.
he comes from a political background anyway.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
because his parents were really big into that. Like, so yeah, it's just like that's how I feel about with the whole New York music thing.
Well, how do you feel about Jay Electronica announcing that he's dropping his album?
I don't keep track of him.
Oh, you don't? So he
I
has.
know who he is, and I've heard songs like that he's featured on, but like I never just like
he hasn't.
listened
He has no album out,
That's
as I recall, and from my research, he doesn't have any albums out. He doesn't have any music, but all the legends in music point to that guy and say he's the best.
for real.
Yeah. So he's supposedly dropping an album this year. I'm not sure when, but yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. But he's from New Orleans, but he's dropping music under Rock Nation. So for me, I'm not gonna put him under like New York artists.
Yeah.
But he's probably gonna pop in New York really hard because he's getting the J support.
Maybe. I mean,
But he's not young either. Yeah. All right. So new music. What else came out? Brent Fayez came out. Did you listen to it at all?
I did.
Did you? Were you already a fan, or are you a fan?
I'm not a fan. To be real with you.
You're not.
I heard Crew, and I thought he had so much potential.
Yeah.
And then like I listened to the last albums, and they're like, I don't want to say a sonnets. I don't want to say they're sonnets, but like they're very like a lot. To me, they remind me more of ballads.
Yeah.
Feel me? And it's like
Yeah.
not that I'm not a ballad guy, but
They're like R&B ballads.
Yeah, but like like real old. Like I get that he's going for that old school R&B style.
Yeah.
That's what I get. The feeling I get when I listen to his new music. Like when I listen to that whole jaunt, it's more like him. Like in a realistic sense, it's more him. Like like the beats just more like attached to his vocals.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like my man already recorded the song, and they just said, "Yo, we gotta."
He's just playing the instrumental after.
Let's play some pianos in the back. Just make this a really like that's literally how I think his music was composed.
Okay.
But like when I heard him on Crew, I thought he was like gonna be so tough. Like it's not the only song I like. I think I'd also put is it "Fuck the World"? There's like a single he dropped before he actually dropped the.
I think that's what the album's called.
Yeah, but it's like an interview.
Did he drop a
or something
single
like
called "Fuck the World"?
Yeah. And he dropped that. Yeah, he dropped that before the album. So that's how I feel about him. I know some people do like him. Like I'm saying, he has a nice voice. I'm not knocking him.
Yeah.
But like the music just doesn't like soothe me. Like it's not like. You know,
Yeah. I like Sonder. Like when he dropped Sonder, that was a good like album for me. And like I didn't listen to that until I listened to Crew, and Crew was like a really really good song. It's like one of my favorite songs that came out like last decade. Wouldn't that come out like 2016, some shit like that?
I want to say 17.
17, something like that. And yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, Brent Fayez is like crazy. Like he has crazy hook abilities. Maybe he didn't write it though.
I remember when I first heard Crew, I thought it was actually Miguel.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually thought it was Miguel singing the hook instead of him. So I was like, because I didn't really listen to.
Well, I feel like
I didn't really listen to Goldlink. I used to think Goldlink was a producer. I used to see him like on like songs.
Yeah.
I thought he was producing more than he was actually like rapping and like singing. Right?
Okay. No, I knew of Goldlink. I knew he was a producer, so I never thought that. But I definitely maybe Brent Fayez doesn't want to sound like that. Like I know there are artists out there that
Follow us.
Huh?
That like follow a sound.
No, they know that they can do something and like they have a sound that they can play on, but they don't want to pop like that. Like they want to keep it like
Okay, Black, bro.
No, well, yeah, exactly, just like him. Yeah.
The end of the album.
Yeah, and he talked about that. That's
like,
one of the artists.
I don't want to conform to that, bro.
It's just crazy that wasn't he signed like to Flow Rider or something?
Yeah.
Just to have anyone signed under Flow Rider is crazy.
I didn't think the fact that like that story he gave, it made it seem like Flow Rider was such a criminal, like a Suge Knight, Suge Knight, a Birdman. Like, yo, That's just like that actually is like the worst when I think about it. Like
What?
when you're an artist and like the people you're signed to literally control your music.
Yeah, they
I
own
like your
music.
output. Yeah, like bro, like nah, we're not gonna let you drop this. Like bro, I made it. How you gonna tell me like?
That's how it is. They have like you have like creative control over your album, but you don't control your album.
But the fact that you can't just drop whenever is what really bothers me. Like they could be like, oh yeah, you still owe us like 2 albums.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, cool. So like you could already have those 2 albums made. Does that mean like you can't drop shit that comes after that? Like yo, like who are they to decide? Like, nah, bro, we need 14 songs on this album.
Well, it's probably a part of their deal. Yeah, but you're saying the Lil Wayne.
Like he waited too long for the Carter 5.
Mm-hmm.
He waited too long for that. Now I'm wild for saying that. I say he waited too long for the funeral, but like he waited too long because bro, something died. All right, like your career, like your career done. But nah, like you wait too long and it ruins it. Like I'm not saying you should be dropping music all the time, but like I feel like at least once a year you should be dropping a consistent amount.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like even if it's a small LP, just like, but like you should be looking for that inspiration. I feel like it's a lot of them do it because they're so busy actually like living in the success they made off of last things that like, they tend to like not actually put the same work in. Mm-hmm. It's like when you make it, you feel me? Like not when you make it, like a lot of people even say that about like college sports.
You're not catering to your fans as much. Like
college sports, like those boys are balling their hearts out, but then when they make it to the league, it's like I'm already here. I don't have to go as hard. Like so now I'm already getting the money now.
Yeah, now I'm here.
Like they think like yo, this is just natural talent at this point. Like no, bro, you grinded to get there. like you were in basketball camps, you were like doing shit like that. Like
you got to keep grinding.
Yeah,
Passion.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I think it is. So. Yeah.
All right. I actually heard some music from this artist called D Smoke.
Yo, isn't he the one that went off of that Netflix show? It was a Netflix show with Chance the Rapper. I think it was like T.I.
Is that where he's from?
Cardi B. Yeah, it was they had a bunch of different artists and they had to like compete. Mm-hmm. And then pretty much like Chance and all them decided who.
No, yeah, I know what show you're talking about. I didn't know he. I
think he's from there because that's where like I remember seeing girls post about a guy and then I clicked on the album and he.
Rhythm and Flow.
Is that the
new
album he dropped?
No, that's the show.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw he's real close to Sir.
Yeah, I saw he was featured on the album he just dropped. Yeah,
he was in the Hair Down video too.
Was he?
Yeah, he was when he was the one driving around in that car with him.
Oh,
they look like twins almost because they have dreads like they have the long dreads and the pencil, not the pencil mustache but like the trimmed mustache.
Yeah. The pencil one. Yeah.
But yeah, like he, I remember like a lot of girls were posting him on like Instagram just because like both could like rap and sing in Spanish, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I heard that in the album. I was listening to it this weekend and I was like, is he rapping in Spanish? It was like, this is actually kind of tough.
That's actually what blew him up. Yeah, like a lot of people were just like, yo, this is impressive. I'm like, I think it's crazy because I never would have thought Spanglish would have like blew up like that.
Well, you only ever hear it from the Spanish artists, and they don't do really well with the English transitioning.
Oh yeah, like Prince Royce and them.
Or like Bad Bunny. Or does Bad Bunny like transition well? I don't listen to his music.
He throws in a couple English words. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he gives like the full English bar. Like he doesn't just switch from like
D Smoke does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll give you a whole hook in Spanish and then just go back and rap in English. Which is actually like I listened to it and I thought it was a really good album. I didn't know he was from what's it called, Rhythm and Flow. So I didn't know he was from that show. I heard about that show. I think our boy Kalen was always telling me to watch that show, but I just never get the chance.
My man literally that caters to like bilingual people. Because then it's gonna go back to like the Super Bowl listener, like Super Bowl watchers are like, yo, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Like I can only enjoy half of this album. Deletes out of library. Like,
well, the people that are outraged.
I'm one of those guys.
Okay.
I mean, not that I don't listen to his music. I mean, I'm one of those guys that, like, if I don't like the song on your album, I just delete it out of the like. I don't keep whole albums unless I actually love the whole album.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I cherry pick.
Like, yeah, like I don't want this fucking interlude.
I think that's what isn't that kind of what you're supposed to do? Like people make playlists off of different tracks from that's why Drake's songs are like so diverse in an album, like because he's catering to playlists, right?
I thought it was more so just like
He's just that nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut
Pretty
up.
much. Pretty much the GOAT, the
I'm
guy.
tired. I'm tired of this.
The sixth guy.
This is Drake deep throating.
Yeah, I mean,
Stops
hating.
now.
Hating, bro. Name somebody better. I'll wait. I'll wait. Name somebody.
Denzel Curry actually dropped an album as well.
I skimmed that too.
You skimmed it? Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you like that?
I wasn't happy, bro.
Oh. I thought that was like a really good album.
I like him, and no, I'm not saying he's not talented, but it's just like that had a very what's the word I'm looking for? Like if I could compare it to like a genre or like an older album, it just I don't know. It reminded me of like an old school like Damo Genesis Haji beats, like when they were dropping tapes and shit. Like that's just what it reminded me of. Like I mean, like he has a cool I like his style of music, like Denzel Curry's, but
you didn't like that album.
I feel like I'm not as big as a fan as I was like when he first came out. Like when he dropped Ultimate, I actually fucked with that song. One for comedic reasons, and then two because it's actually like a really hype ass song. Like,
I like the Ultimate.
Definitely gets me through the gym. Like,
well, that
like I'm just benching it. I am the one.
What album was that song on? That wasn't that in Imperial?
I think so.
That's really good Denzel Curry. And then
Imperial, is that the black and gray one with the gold lettering on top that has Rick Ross and like Joey Badass in it? That's not on that one.
Don't know if it has Joey Badass.
I know Imperial does.
Imperial does?
Yeah, if it's because I'm pretty sure like Imperial's though. It's like
I know it has Rick Ross.
Yeah, but it's Gook. Yeah, the one with Gook on it.
Yeah.
Yep, it was Imperial. So no, we're talking about 22 Zell Planet Shrooms. Yeah, like
I
mean, it was definitely inspired.
I didn't listen to that one as much. I only gave that one good run through, and I just couldn't catch on to any.
I didn't even do it. I just that song. That's all I went to. That song's so good. That's all I need.
But yeah, I thought it was like super mad villainy like vibes
on that song, Ultimate.
No. Sorry, Denzel Curry's new album.
Okay,
but and he dropped that
Unlocked.
Yeah, Unlocked, and he dropped that with Kenny Beats.
See, that name's so familiar.
I can't
think of any other work he's done at the time.
Because I don't think a lot of people in the industry are like fucking with him.
And he just beats like I feel like there's a lot of beats out there like producer wise. Like,
yeah.
Like you got Ja Lil, you got Murder Beat.
There's a lot.
Yeah, like
yeah.
You got Mustard.
Yeah. Well, like he has his own studio. I think he has a show on YouTube where he has rappers come in. He'll make a beat in front of them. They go in the booth, spit, and then that's it. That's the whole show. And I think that's what he did with Denzel Curry here. Denzel came by and recorded. He did a whole album with him and just dropped this, which I thought was like pretty cool. I'm not gonna say he did it in one go, but
I was gonna say if you could do it in a day, that's real cool.
I think I'm not gonna say that. I don't know, but it's not bad. I think
this is the challenge. It's literally just me giving you a challenge, bro. Make it happen in a day.
So much work.
I want every song mixed, mastered within 24 hours
and recorded. I want fresh beats today too.
You have an hour time to drop 10 songs.
Hey man, whatever gets it done though.
But yeah, that's just how I felt about that. Mm-hmm. I do want to tie into like back going onto the whole. Like, remember how we keep it. I'm not bringing up Johnny Depp, but I'm bringing up the part where I said like where you can just slander somebody.
Yeah.
So it goes on to the part where Gayle King, like, bro, that's another. I never knew who she was until today.
Same.
Like I knew who Oprah was, and I'm seeing how she's starting to tie into this. But Gayle King, pretty much, you know,
you're gonna have to give me context because I saw an article. And I think I saw the headline of the article, but I did not care to like get into it at all.
So, pretty much, she has her own talk show, and she interviewed Lisa Leslie.
Okay.
Which is this? She's a WNBA player. She plays for the Los Angeles Sparks.
Okay.
And she's actually like up there. Like she's really high. Yeah, like career wise. Like I don't watch WNBA, but like when like I started seeing more posts about her, they were like, you know, like pretty much posting her acknowledgments along with it.
Okay.
I'm like, I mean, she's been playing for a while. I would damn say near as as much as Kobe did.
Okay.
So
Well, she was close with Kobe.
yeah. So
From what they say.
Gayle King had like the idea to just because, like I said, Kobe Bryant passing. I don't know. Do you refer to that as late? Do we say the late or do we say the early passing of Kobe Bryant? The late Kobe Bryant, or is it the early Kobe Bryant?
I don't know.
I'm just saying as far as like context.
I know what you're saying.
But
I don't know.
so she's asking Lisa Leslie because she knew they were close friends. Obviously, they played for the same state.
Yeah.
And she just asked. She brought up Kobe's rape cases.
Okay. She brought up the case.
Yeah, like pretty much just asking her how she felt about it and like what her input on it.
Yeah.
And like Lisa Leslie pretty much kind of like, well, I don't really think he did it. Like
Yeah.
like she and like it's like why bring it up now? Feel me? Like
Yeah. I saw that clip where she was just kind of like, you could have asked him when he was here.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
it's so old. It was like what, like 2000. I want to 3. Yeah, like
Really?
Yeah, like
Jesus Christ.
that was so. That's back when he was
That's like 17 years
That's
ago.
when he was number 8, bro. Like he was he was number 8, and that's what made him change his number to my recollection.
Oh, really?
He went from number like after that whole scandal. My man said, "Yo, listen, I want a fresh start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut the afro. And I'm changing and I'm gonna multiply my number by 3.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm 3 times the man I was yesterday. Like, but yeah, like she really like said that. Like she's just like,
It's just like the audacity to bring that up.
yeah, like
Post.
it's just like, yeah, like like a lot of people, like the past 2 weeks has been a lot of people praising him.
Yeah.
Like my man's gone.
I saw it coming though. Like
Him dying.
No, no.
I was gonna say because I remember
No,
there was a
I-
cartoon like that showed him dying in a helicopter crash.
I don't know.
I didn't.
What was it, like The Simpsons or some
No,
shit?
it was like some other show, but like it's old. It's like an old show.
Really?
Yeah, but they
That's sketchy.
yeah, bro. It's so sketchy sometimes.
But no, I thought the way she handled herself though in that interview, where she was just kind of like,
Lisa Leslie?
you could have asked him when he was here. Like, it's not cool of the media to do this. I thought she handled that pretty well. But like, what I was trying to say is, I saw it coming because there's always something when something bad happens in the world. There's always someone that's doing something like that. Like when Nipsey Hussle died and Kodak was kind of like being out of line,
I don't think that's the same. He didn't Kodak didn't tarnish like Nipsey's legacy.
He was being disrespectful
to his wife
post
death.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was
she's
expecting
single
someone-
now.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was waiting for someone to be disrespectful post death incident
To Kobe.
to Kobe.
Okay.
I just didn't know when or who was
So
gonna be.
this is your moment.
This is that's what I'm saying. I'm correlating both because I'm like, oh, there's someone's gonna get backlash for saying some stupid shit.
But she got mad at the back, because apparently she Oprah said she's getting death, not Oprah's getting death for it, but Gayle King's getting death for it.
Really?
Like, Snoop Dogg blew it up, 50 Cent
I
blew it
saw
up.
the Snoop Dogg one.
calling them bitches and real rap. It's not to say that but it's why would you why would you do that? That's literally, look, they're not here to defend themselves, and it's such an old case. Literally, you had 17 years to ask this man.
I think Snoop Dogg could have handled that a little better. I think
That's his man's.
I know, but
That's his man's.
I know,
Bro, you said some really reckless shit in my defense. I don't know. I don't think you're qualified to
all right. I don't know. I think he could have handled that a little bit better with his celebrity.
I mean, he even said it.
I get it.
He's like, am I allowed to call her? Fuck it, raggedy ass bitch. He really said that. He's like, he paused. He's like, am I allowed to call her this? Fuck it, raggedy ass bitch. I just think, and even Charlamagne said it. He's like, why say it now? You're literally just trying to throw dirt on somebody's name.
Well, I think she did. I think I saw something where she tried to recover. She was trying to save face, and she was like, "Oh, we were put it into context. Listen to the entire interview. It was they're only circulating this one clip that's super negative, and she was really trying to dig herself out of that hole, wasn't she?"
I mean,
she responded to all the people that gave her all that backlash.
She tried to apologize and say it was the
media?
the company that made her do it.
Yeah,
and it's just you didn't have to though. Nobody put a gun
True.
in you. If you get fired not over one story, if you don't bring up Kobe Bryant's rape, you're out of here.
Yeah.
It's your last strike.
So you think her just blaming the machine is kind of
her way of.
Do you think there's
escape route.
any truth in that, or do you think she's just looking for escape?
I think it's sort of escape because, like, bro, I just think that it's human decency, like, not to just bring up somebody. It's like yo, if like it's like if you're like, all right, if your mom would have passed away,
and the way Kobe was moving
like,
too,
it's like, yo, bro, but wasn't she like a thief? Like imagine someone saying that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, wasn't she a thief?
You're gonna get socked.
Yeah, like the fuck did you just say? Like
you're gonna get strolled on right now.
Like, why would you say? Yeah, like especially so close.
It's on site.
And like, but she's not like the only one who I've seen say it. Like, even, again, it goes back to Facebook. Like,
Gail?
Yeah, like talk about Kobe's rape case after he died.
Oh, who else?
It was on Facebook. Like, I saw this girl I know had shared it. I don't remember the additional like author.
What do you mean?
Of the post.
Okay.
It was a guy. It was actually a guy, like this white guy, and he was just like saying, like, he was pretty much putting Kobe's accolades. He's like, with the passing of Kobe Bryant, I will say he was a great father. I will say he was an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
But I'll also say that I do think he got away with sexual assault. And then, like, after that, the guy trails off and saying, like, when we glorify, you know, people like this, like, I don't mean people like this, like he's calling Kobe an assailant. Mm-hmm. He means it more so just like when you glorify people who like are like, it goes back to slander. Like he didn't get proved, like he was not proven guilty of raping that girl or like sexually assaulting that girl.
Yeah,
like that's the thing. So a lot of people that were commenting didn't even like know like what happened. They're going off of what people are just saying, like the history of it. Mm-hmm. Like, so pretty much. Yeah, they were just saying like when you glorify someone like that, it really affects the victims of actual sexual assault. Mm-hmm. Like, I looked on the comments and people are posting like how common it is that people who actually sexually assault people get away with it.
Yeah,
but it's also like that wasn't her case because like she didn't want to testify and like the evidence didn't even like go in her favor for what they found from the incident. Because like there's just a lot. There was a lot. I mean, I can go into detail, but that's up like if you want, like
go ahead.
So pretty much like. They found like the things that incriminated Kobe Bryant was, I guess she had some bruising that day, but like Kobe admitted that he likes it a little rough, and like they even found like his blood on her clothes.
Yeah.
So like, or vice versa. One of each other, and Kobe just emphasized that listen, like we were getting rough and shit got a little out of hand, but like she like when they did like DNA samples, they found like 3 different semens. And like, so it's like you got cracked by more than just Kobe Bryant that night. Yeah. Like feel me, like Kobe Bryant. So like that already like fucked it up. You're already just like, it feels like you could have fucked 3 guys and just said, you know what, Kobe got the most bread. Like
yeah.
And like on top of that,
I see what you mean.
She also got she was also like sent to like a mental home for like released from like a mental home like 2 weeks prior to that incident.
Like a mental hospital, yeah.
Yeah, like so like she was in there. She was what's the word I'm looking for? You know, when you enter somebody into the system, it's like anyway. But yeah, she was in. Anyway, she was a loon.
Okay.
So like so like she dropped it. She didn't testify, but then like she somehow like later on as the career progressed, she like bothered him again, and Kobe ended up just giving her a settlement. Like he dropped a statement. He's like, as far as my collection, I thought it was both consensual, but now I see apparently she didn't see it that way.
Okay.
So like so a lot like pretty much Bo's just saying like, yeah, like you're glorifying him, so it's hurting the people that did actually get hurt like in sexual assaults, because now they think it's just like you're like, you know, like anybody can get away with it. Yeah. But it's like, yo, you can't prove that he did it. Like I'm a firm believer like of innocent until proven guilty, even though a lot of people say, I've heard people say the other way around, you're guilty until proven innocent. It's like who the fuck are you to just assume who the fuck are you just to assume I'm guilty of something? Yeah. I'm like the same could be said about anybody, like including yourself. Like I don't know you, so
I'm just gonna accuse you, but now you have to prove yourself.
Yeah, prove it. Like, yo, how do I know you don't have a fucking body in your basement? You know, bring me to your basement right now and prove it to me. Like, why the fuck I gotta let you in my crib because you think I have something? Like, where's your proof?
Oh shit.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, granted, I don't know if he did, but the evidence shows that he didn't.
I don't think that's glorifying.
And
like praising his legacy post death is not glorifying.
But see, and Lisa Leslie even says it in the interview. She's like, Kobe just didn't come off as that kind of guy.
Well, I think she said something like, she's like I have NBA
friends that are
they're not
not
like
rapey,
that.
but like they're like, you know, they try to get her to wingman his shit.
Yeah,
like Kobe wasn't like that.
They encourage things in the club, like
yeah. So that's like,
and he was never like that. So okay.
And yeah, then just Oprah going to her defense is just the nuttiest shit.
What did Oprah have to say?
She was just saying like, yo, like she's not doing too good. She has to hire security, and like,
because
of the death threats.
Gail.
Yeah, she's defending Gail, so that's why Snoop went towards Oprah. Like, cause it's like, I don't know, you know that's wrong. Mm-hmm. So like, why defend it? Like, I get it. Her situation is poor, but she brought that upon herself.
Yeah, I mean, no, like, dude.
There's
so many people. There are a lot of people.
If I see something offensive
that were involved with Kobe that are not doing well right now, like
his family.
Yeah, exactly. Like none of them are doing good right now. Like she's not coming to their rescue at all.
No,
which is just stupid.
So, but yeah, that's that. That's that situation, and I just think that's nutty.
No, she definitely
deserves it. I think she has. I don't say the death threats. I'm not saying the death threats. That's never like the reason, but.
I don't think she deserved that.
I know.
She doesn't deserve the death threats.
I mean, the career going down. Like you brought that upon yourself.
Yeah, if your career goes downhill from here, do you think it is? I've never heard of her until now.
That's what I'm saying. But like, it's like an older crowd. Like I don't like.
Oprah
I know who Oprah is, but I don't watch Oprah. I never watched Oprah.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Dr. Phil. Know who Dr. Phil is, but I don't watch Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like it's. I feel like it is an older crowd. Mm-hmm. That's an older crowd thing, but. Still.
Okay.
You think she's trying to spark up like the Me Too movement kind of type thing and trying to like
Oprah?
No, Gail.
Gail.
Like saying like, you know, just like bringing it into limelight, like, you know, like we're like.
I don't think she was like. I'm gonna have to. I do want to watch the entire interview, just to see what the context of the whole conversation like actually were, but I don't think she was trying to spark anything. It was just kind of a question. And it didn't seem like she was like. Trying to like spark anything crazy. She was just asking a question. It was part of her questions, and that's all it was to me. But she just shouldn't have done it. Not so soon, at the very least. Like if you're gonna do it, like if you're a journalist, just give it some fucking time. Like Jesus Christ.
That's kind of how I felt about the conspiracy theories.
Like I don't even tune into that shit.
Bro, it just popped up on my Instagram.
No, I feel you.
The guy says like, yeah, Kobe Bryant was fighting a pharmaceutical company. Like I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's just like, what? Like
yeah.
Like he's fighting a pharmaceutical company, so they put the hit out.
Yeah,
like,
the pharmaceutical companies have a big ass gang apparently.
Right? I mean, I'm not saying you got the money for that kind of shit, but like I'm just saying, like what? Like, why are we just hearing about this? It's just like how a lot of people related Nipsey Hussle to like the Dr. Sebi thing.
Yeah,
it's like, well, him and Dr. Sebi died because they were spitting the woken truth.
I mean, there's a lot of like, I'm not gonna say truth to that, but I'm gonna say like there's a bunch of shit I was not even aware about, like between the pharmaceutical companies and the holistic doctors. I wasn't even aware about until Nipsey Hussle's death, which is like we talked about before. It brought light to that situation, but I don't think that's why he died. So yeah, okay.
No, but as I'm saying, when he died, there was a conspiracy about that. Like people were saying, like, yeah, the FBI took him out for that. They hired Bull. Bull worked for the government. Like,
that's not true.
Only that's why he's still safe.
Yeah. No.
I mean, like,
I don't think that's true. That's not true. Anyway. So,
but there was people lying. There's literally videos of people lying. So yeah, bro, I was there on the block and a cop car came and 6 SWAT guys came out with rifles and just lit him up. Yo, bro, I swear on everything, there was videos of people saying that, like lying on his death.
There would be proof,
huh?
There would be proof if that was true.
But yo, isn't it crazy that
that's a crazy ass story to just say?
No, but like the thing was, the craziest part about his death is that there was no footage of it. Mm-hmm. Even though it happened in front of his store and his store has cameras, they say that like the store footage could not be found.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't know
bro,
that.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the one thing like people like literally just like, oh well, fuck it. There's no footage.
Wasn't there like a shit ton of cameras in L.A.?
I don't.
Is that where it is, or is it in Crenshaw?
Crenshaw is in California. Yeah.
I know,
Compton.
but I'm talking about his store.
Yeah.
Where is his store located? Anyway, there should be a fucking shit ton. Wait, didn't I read an article like a few years back about how Lancaster was like has the most cameras? Like it's the one city with the most cameras per person.
Who's watching this?
I don't fucking know.
Who's watching all this?
But like we're not that big of a city to have all these fucking cameras everywhere.
Yeah. And the store's in South Central LA.
South Central LA. Okay. I don't know. I don't believe the conspiracy theories. I try not to toot. I enjoy the entertainment.
So where's the footage, Alex?
I don't know.
How did it
I don't
vanish?
got that for you, man.
How do you have the? How did that?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Why is Harvey Weinstein, bro? Or what's the guy that killed himself? That it was like a rapist. Yeah. Jeff Goldstein or something like that.
They're claiming he hung himself in his jail cell.
Yeah, but there's no footage or something like that. Like I see that shit all the time. Like Joe Rogan's posting about it all the time too. Mm-hmm. I forgot what his name was, but yeah, like.
Yeah,
Jeff Epstein.
Jeff Epstein.
You think he killed himself?
Yeah, he killed himself.
Well, that's not like
that's not conspiracy, bro. It
is a conspiracy theory, but like, there's like a lot of, I don't know. I'm not gonna put that as a conspiracy theory. There's a lot of like weird shit, shady shit happening there.
Yeah.
You know, like that. That's just there's a lot of shade in that story.
He knew too much.
Huh?
He knew too much.
Yeah, like.
I mean,
I wouldn't take that as a conspiracy theory. Like the dude's dead. I don't think he hung himself. So.
Well, I was gonna say I'm not saying he did hang himself. I'm just saying like it's crazy that like nobody ever has like the actual evidence needed for a lot of these things.
That's America for you.
So it just goes somewhere. Coincidentally, nobody presses about it. Like how? Like I don't know. It just happened. I'm like, all right, what if the government says it just happened? It must be true. Like,
it is what it is. Did you catch the Aaron?
Fucking Jedi mind tricks.
Did you catch the Aaron Hernandez doc? I know you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I just watched it. I'm so late to the party.
You just watched it?
Yeah, this week.
Okay.
So I just think that like that was crazy to me. I was also telling like the same friend I was talking about earlier. We were saying how like I'm just like yo where did they get all this audio from? Like as far as like the prison phone calls, like
I don't know where they got that from.
That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
it is scary.
You recorded every single.
Those are very.
All jail like conversations are recorded.
They're recorded, but getting access to them is.
That's
insane.
that's what I think is like.
Like that's not just public property.
That's what I'm saying. Like yo, they bought that. You bought public like that. Like how do you get the rights to that?
I don't know.
How do you get the rights?
Actually, after watching that doc, you think he did it?
But, bro, there's, I'd be like, yo, I'd be the.
I'm just asking. I'm asking. Like,
I'm
not saying that.
It's like, yo, like I respect his girl for taking the stand. Like,
yo, she
held it down.
Loyal,
bro. Cause like, yo, like you really try to fight that evidence. Like,
she walked out with she hid the box.
But I'm saying,
or she threw away the box, or that box full of supposed evidence.
I just remember like when they posted the picture of him in the house with the gun. She's like, he's like, what? He's like, what is that? She's like, I don't. Just looks like a blob. Like yo, what other household item would look like that? Like, that's our turkey baster. Like, my man was just clearly.
Well, that it's just crazy how he didn't delete any of his own footage. Which is crazy to me, like.
Well, I mean, like, both.
That's insane. Why wouldn't you delete your own footage? I'm not saying he should get away with murder, but
I mean,
fuck, dude, like
you could pull the.
What are you doing?
You could pull the mental illness card there too.
Well,
because of football.
Yeah, they diagnosed him with a very severe case of CTE, which is common in the NFL.
But yeah,
if I believe.
Yeah, I mean, Antonio Brown's going through it right now.
Okay.
I don't know if it is CTE. But
I don't know
everyone's
anything about what's happening with Antonio
Everyone's
Brown.
pretty sure Antonio Brown's going through CTE, which is, but like he's going safely about it.
You want to dive into that? I know nothing about it.
What, CTE or Antonio Brown?
The Antonio Brown situation.
Let me finish with Aaron.
Go ahead.
So I just I also went to just like statement this like I feel like once you're at that position, like when you're making the big money, like like all that shit you grinded for, all those years you put into like sports, it's like you need to like let all that old shit go. Not to say you have to forget who you are, where you came from.
Oh, you mean like his affiliation?
His affiliation, because they put a lot of the blame of that, because like he's from Connecticut? No,
it's Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Is that where it is?
Yeah, Bristol. He's from Bristol, Massachusetts.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, because he wasn't that far from Boston. So, like, he went and then he stayed up north. Like he went to he didn't sign at UConn, did he?
No, he played it.
He played like training camps or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he did he?
Yeah,
Then he went to Miami to play with the Gators.
Right.
But it's like, my man was so close to home throughout all that. Like, even then
hard to escape that life.
Then he went to the Patriots, which is like literally right there as well.
There.
So
yeah.
like, yeah, you're literally like 45 minutes from your crib, where like all your friends, everybody you knew grew up. Feel me? Like those influences really stay on you, I guess, at that point.
Weren't the coaches like encouraging him to sign somewhere else?
That I don't really recall. Like
I think they were trying to make him go somewhere else because of that situation, because they knew all the bad stuff that were like, what was it? The coach for the Gators, when they were talking to, who was it? Who's the owner of the Patriots? Robert Kraft. When he was talking to Robert Kraft, he was Robert Kraft in that courtroom was like really weird to me, by the way, but.
I feel like a lot of them were really weird. Like everybody that not testified but like spoke for that documentary. It's like
it's really
y'all
weird.
are low key like some of the fakest people. Like y'all are not loyal.
But yeah, they were trying to get him to like go somewhere else because they knew like he had some bad ties back at home. So they didn't want him to go to the Patriots. They were like, yo, send him somewhere else. And wasn't Aaron himself like actually trying to leave? When shit got really bad, he was like, "Yo, you need to trade me. You need to send me somewhere else."
I actually don't recall, because I didn't keep track of it. Like I kept track.
Did you watch it?
I watched part 1 and 2.
Okay.
I mean, back when Aaron did play, like I watched it. Like I was paying more attention to my team than anything.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't keeping track of all the players. Like now I keep more track of them. But like I just like I knew of him.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but like when the whole trial thing came, like it kind of just took me like by surprise, almost like with like Michael Vick's thing. Like that shit was more something that just like, oh,
wow.
Like or even like Jameis Winston from the fucking Bucks. Like he stole like lobster or crab legs when he was in college. It's like, bro, you're like, but he was like a D1 quarterback.
Yeah.
Like you're like about to get like make it to the league, get a deal and everything. Like, bro, you're really fucking up your bag over some crab legs. Over some crab legs. It's like that's what it goes back to me. Like, yo, you're like, you should just know to stop doing associating yourself with some things. Like, like you're not thinking about the future.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like. I liked the doc because of obviously how informative it was, but man, some of that stuff was just really hard to just keep watching. But like,
it was painful. It was sad at some points.
Yeah, it got really dark. Like,
but like
that courtroom scene was really dark, especially when he went for the second trial for that second case, and he beat,
and the boy with the cross eyes,
and he beat that case.
Is the one with the boy with the cross eyes? That he was like pretty much telling him everything he did for Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I bought him a gun because he asked me to. I watched him let out 5 rounds on a car.
Well, in the second case, he got proven innocent. Like he was not he didn't murder those 2 guys, right?
Yeah, they were saying it was the guy that was.
It was the other guy.
Yeah.
So don't you think he might have just set up anything like previously?
What do you mean?
Like from the first murder case? I think because that's what the lawyer was saying. He was saying that he set up Aaron Hernandez for that second case for Aaron Hernandez to get accused. But I on some conspiracy theory type shit, I think that he was doing that for the first murder case. You know what I mean?
What do you mean by setting him up?
Like he set him up to make it seem like Aaron Hernandez did the murdering, like he did the shooting out of the car.
Oh,
the
yeah.
2 people.
Instead of the 2 guys that were there.
And he was his Aaron Hernandez's lawyer was basically saying, oh, he was setting up Aaron Hernandez for that, and he beat that case with the point he was trying to prove. So like I'm like it's crazy how you would like beat the second case but not the first case because of your lawyer. right? And how like the story was being painted, right? No, yes.
I'm
Like
sorry.
I think if he would have had that same lawyer for the first case that he had for the second case, I think that guy would have gotten accused for both cases and not just the second case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But wasn't the second case like where it was him and his 2 other boys that like killed the
His friend.
or yeah his wife's or
His wife's-
girlfriend's.
It was like his brother-in-law.
Okay. Huh. I don't
He
know.
wasn't even there yet.
Anyway, I was just spilling some bullshit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, they threw in, but like I heard like that they weren't supposed to put in like the whole sexuality thing. Like I thought it was mad fucked up. Like I ain't gonna lie, I laughed.
I didn't like how
during
they
the
just
first
slapped that
episode
shit at the very end.
The first episode, like the first part where like the guy, the QB that was his friend, he's like, yeah, you a QB and a tight end being gay. Like what is that? like this is it felt like I was watching MTV.
Well,
like
wasn't it weird that they were interviewing that guy? Like, I guess the guy, his childhood, like,
it's that
what do you call that?
what his friend? They were just friends. But like the way his friend was talking about them just made it look mad gay. Like you just take childhood photos and make it seem real gay. Like
Yeah.
Like they literally just be them with their arm around each other like normal
Yeah.
dudes. But he's just like, yeah, me and Aaron always had something special. we had like some weird shit. Like
Oh yeah, when they were
And
when
then,
he
like,
was like confessing that he
his
was
dad
like actually
his
doing
dad
stuff.
co-signing it was just weird. Like I feel like they
Yeah.
paid them off. It felt like they paid
Oh, they
them off.
definitely got paid for that.
And like, but like from what I heard, like the lawyer, Aaron Hernandez's lawyer and his wife only agreed to do the documentary if they didn't include it.
Right.
But they did it anyway, and I heard like Netflix
Backing down.
it's not like they're not agreeing to making any comments. Like they're just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like it's just dropping, and it's just like they're just like, well, it's out. That's
Well,
all we
Aaron
say.
Hernandez, what do you call that? Ex-wife, still wife? I don't know if they're
His widow.
his widow, was on some talk show, like what was that, like a week ago or a couple weeks ago? Just talking about that specifically, how she agreed to do certain parts as long as they didn't do the whole he actually was gay, this and that, him coming out because it would like tarnish his legacy kind of thing. I thought that was just weird though.
I know, but it was also
Why would you do that?
It's just, but it also made it like fucked up because like they had other gay like NFL players in there. So then like, and I'm like, did y'all just bring them in because
Like you're just trying to like really
run this over, or is it like
Yeah.
did they actually like know Aaron was gay? Did they were they close enough to Aaron like that he openly confessed to them?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like both, like if Aaron would have went to the bull and like, bro, I'm actually gay, and then like both said it like, oh yeah, like Aaron confessed to me one time, but no, a lot of them are just like, yeah, I was always gay, but like I had to play football to like hide it. I'm like,
Yeah.
like I'm like, bro, like no, I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with gay athletes at all because there's plenty of them now,
Right.
But like it's just like, bro, like just keep it a butt, like you feel me, like and don't throw, I don't know, like there's like it's worse that they're doing it now because like. Why didn't you come out when he was in prison? Like when he was locked up, like he could do anything to you anyway. But like,
Yeah.
like feel me? Like if you were really gay, like why wait till he died? Like because he can't argue it, and like I don't know if his wife was trying to hide it because it was true, or if she's hiding because it looks like you're trying to talk shit on.
I don't think she really knew.
Maybe not.
I don't think she knew at all.
Maybe, but so you do think he was gay?
No.
Oh, I was because I'm not like I don't. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but like listening to all those stories, it just sounded mad fake and forced.
Yeah, it was definitely just like, yeah, I agree.
Me and
It was
Aaron were
just-
tender lovers, and football kid
Well,
was.
I don't want to say
just
like
brought us closer.
maybe he did like do some of that stuff with that childhood friend of his. But I'm not gonna call him gay. Like maybe he was just like,
Bro, yo, bro.
Like, maybe he was just
you
like-
really yo, bro, you really did me dirty. Those sound effects, you know what button I would have pressed for that. I would have been right here with it. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I don't think I wouldn't just label him as gay. I think he's just
There was a moment.
if that is true, and yeah, maybe he just had a moment and he was just like, let's see what this is like, kind of thing in his childhood.
There was a time span where Alex just went ghost from my life, and I'm starting to wonder what happened
Nah,
while I was
chill.
gone.
Chill.
What always threw me off about that part was like the quarterback was saying, I think his name is Dennis or Sansosi or whatever his name is. They're saying like he was a star quarterback and star tight end, and we're just like so nice together and everything like that. But if you look at his high school stats, like he didn't play.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, the quarterback, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like his little bit
Star.
Played a couple games, but that's about it. Yeah.
I thought it said that if you're a star, why would he make it to the league and you didn't? Like,
True. I don't know. There could be a lot of things as to why you don't make it to
there
the league.
could be, but like, bro, if you're a star, you're definitely getting love.
Yeah.
I know plenty of people who weren't stars that got love.
Yeah.
And they still fucked it up.
Bro, even like, so you know how his wife or his widow, like, but at the time his wife like took that box, and he like called and he was like, you need to do something about this box, or like you need to dispose of it. She is like, it's crazy to me that how she's just like, yeah, I don't know what was in there and just threw it away. That's crazy to me.
In a dumpster.
Yeah. She was like,
I don't know where
it
it was at.
Even when she came back out to do the post Netflix interview to like talk about that whole situation, the interviewer asked her and was just like, so what was in that box? And she's just still loyal. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't think it correlated with the case at all. Like, that shit just fucked my mind up.
I also respect Gronkowski for being loyal too.
Okay.
He was being loyal.
He didn't want to say nothing.
Yeah, but you think that was like him being loyal, or that him just like upset with
I don't think.
himself?
I don't think he was upset with like him or Aaron. I mean, he might not be happy with what was going on with Aaron, but like, it's like like when someone brings it up on, especially on like a public thing. Like, remember they tried to ask him questions while he was like with his entire family. Like he was sitting on the couch with like his dad, his brothers, and they're asking him questions, and like you could see he was getting upset. Like it's like. That's like
okay.
Meek
And
said it.
they just
Meek said it.
refused to talk
He's like for every radio show or interview I do, he's like, y'all better not do no corny shit and bring up me and Nikki. It's like, bro, you should know that's a touchy subject. Like they played seasons together,
Yeah.
and they were both star players on the Patriots. Like Gronkowski,
I wouldn't call that loyalty though.
I would call that loyalty.
Why?
Because not
Maybe
loyalty,
they just
but
don't want to talk about it. Like,
I mean, I've never seen someone get so angry about it though. Feel me? Like, he looked really like genuinely upset. It wasn't like Tom Brady and Belichick and Tim Tebow where they were just like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna comment.
Yeah,
like, feel me?
yeah.
Like they our coach told us not to say nothing. Our organization said like not to say nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas like he's just like, nah, bro.
but as an organization, do you feel like you should talk about it? I think you should only because
I think
he
it's-
developed. What? Go ahead.
I just think it's like they I feel like they try to save their image.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, oh, we usually look really deep into our players as far as like backgrounds, work ethic, and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, like
and they did.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't, but it's like who?
But
cares?
they did
like,
with Aaron.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, feel me? Like, a player's gonna do whatever he wants, like regardless. Like, you can a man's gonna do whatever he wants when he feels like it.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Like, if you feel like doing some nut shit, you're probably gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
if you really feel like doing it, like, so just for someone to judge you off of like a character and like, bro, like it's not like you set that lick up. Like, oh, the Patriots are full of murderers. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like cheaters and murderers.
I don't know.
First the Flatgate and
I think as an organization, saving face or not saving face, but like maintaining your image is probably the best thing you can do, though. Like, because like as a reporter, wouldn't you try to misconstrue anything that they would say anyway? It's kind of like how with the Gale thing, it's like they took the one clip and they're just kind of like, oh,
pushing that. This is what happened. Nothing
exactly.
else.
Like what? So
but,
like
but that is all that happened though.
and I hear exactly, but like, wouldn't you think like the NFL would kind of fear something like that with whatever they would say about him?
I just think it's crazy because like, bro, they really covered it up. Like, I thought it was almost disrespectful when they were doing the whole jersey trade-in thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, now that's real disrespectful. Like,
Yeah.
Bo might have did what he did, but like he did that off the field.
He is still a legend.
Bro,
He's still a legend on the field.
I mean, yeah, like he did what he did on the field and he did what he did off the field. He said like he caught a body right after he touched that, like after a touchdown. Like,
Well, that's what they were trying to push that in the documentary. They were like, he just murdered this guy, and he like then went to go play the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he signed it. The timeline was he killed this guy apparently, and then 2 months later he signed like a 4-year, $40 million or whatever that that year played in the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
exactly. Like he like already caught the body and just acted like nothing was happening. He was just, I was like, oh, signed a $40 million contract. Well,
Life goes on, man.
Life goes on, yeah. How do you feel about him?
That was a sacrifice.
Him committing suicide, and what is there? I think there's something where in his contract he can technically still get the money, like for his family, because he committed suicide, or is that something I just read?
Are you asking how I feel about that?
No. I'm just trying to figure out if that's if there's any validity to that.
I actually don't know. I feel like usually stuff like that falls under like your life insurance.
Right.
Like they're supposed to handle it or some shit like that. But
yeah. I feel like I saw something. I don't know if it was on the doc or not, and it was just like, oh, he committed suicide because his family would still be well off, and the NFL would still have to pay part of that contract or the whole contract.
I mean, it would be nice. I mean, he literally left a mansion to like,
but like imagine
a single mother.
yeah. But imagine trying to get like any type of money out of the NFL after all that shit.
That's true.
They're not. I don't think they would ever budge. But anyway, I thought I heard something or I read something like that, but maybe I didn't.
I mean, I know a lot of times like in sports, like players can get waived.
Yeah.
So like, feel me? Like, like the contract just be null and void. Like they find the loopholes where like, yeah, we're done. Like I know we signed you for 4 years, but we're done.
This is over.
Yeah, like bro. So do I still get my 100 mil? Like
yeah. Well, I hear NFL contracts are like way worse than like NBA contracts.
That's why, bro. That's why I say it, bro. Like I'd rather, like,
if you're an NFL player and you can play football, why do football?
Yeah.
Maybe they like it. I don't know.
I just feel like there's more injury. Like I wouldn't want to do football just because there's more injury and you're less likely to get paid. Like,
okay.
So it's like so you're already taking a pay cut and now you're increasing and you're playing something that has an increased chance of injury because it's not even just like a fall. Like bro, you could tear like ligaments and shit. Like
yeah.
I've seen so many ACLs and MCLs get taken out, collarbones broken. Yeah. Like bro, like fuck that, fingers broken.
Just play some basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Like there has been freak accidents in basketball, but like they're very uncommon.
Yeah,
they've been coming more now, but like.
They've made it pretty safe.
Yeah,
especially with all the.
I feel
fouls.
like it's crazy because I feel like there should have been more injuries back then because the game was a lot more physical. Like,
yeah,
I've seen so many like elbows and clotheslines.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of like old school clips, and some of them were pretty.
Whereas like now, like if you just smack a nigga leg, like good game, foul, like foul.
Or like the Carl Anthony and Embiid fight where he's just like bent his finger over just a little bit, and he was just like he looked like he was screaming in agony.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of thing, like. But. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
But do you still want to touch down on the Antonio Brown thing?
If you want to. Go for it.
I don't like when you give me options, Alex. But
we don't have to. I just don't know anything about it. I was just trying to get informed, but I can I can do that on my own. It's cool.
He pretty much fucked up his own bag.
Oh, so, okay.
Like because you know a little bit about that too, don't you?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Like, cause how did that start? It started off with like him hating on Juju.
Alright.
Or was it because it was pretty much like around that time period, a lot of wide receivers were getting like really high contracts. Like now it's getting like the point like the NFL is finally like, acknowledging that like players deserve to get paid more because like obviously like and if like sports players like hang out with each other. Like you'll see football players at basketball games. You'll see basketball players at baseball games.
Yeah.
And the cycle continues. Just like city love and support.
Right.
But. So pretty much around that time period, I think like Odell Beckham had like scored like the highest contract for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And that's back when he was with the Giants.
Yep.
And so like obviously if you feel like you're in that caliber, wouldn't you want to get paid like that? Like if you feel like not to say that you're better than him, but like you can keep up with him.
Right.
Feel me? Like it's
he's in reach.
It's in that like it's not like like Bobby burning me. Like I'm not making as many scores and touches as he is. It's around that kind of thing. So they were getting mad because like the Steelers weren't paying like that. They weren't making that move. Like the Steelers had that mindset. Well, like if you don't want to conform, almost like a Patriots. Like if you don't want to conform, you're out.
Yeah.
Well, he already had signed his contract the year before Odell.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but the thing was, there was a MVP kind of like team thing where Juju got the MVP after they had lost like against New Orleans in like a playoff, like very heavily playoff based game, and Juju had like the critical fumble like late in the fourth quarter that caused him like to lose the game, and then, so that's why like Antonio Brown got upset because he feels like he was the person that was supposed to get the MVP. Like he's like real selfish in that way, and so like he just like didn't feel like he was being respected, so he didn't show up to like practices. And then he wanted to show up to practice on Saturday or the game on Sunday, but Mike Thomas said no, that's not happening. So, and then that's when that tirade just like really went off, like in the off season.
It was like about like who could be more petty.
Okay.
Pretty much, and that led to him.
Man, you don't.
Did they trade him or did they?
They ended up having to trade him because like he just like wasn't gonna play.
And then but like it was like ongoing thing about
like the D'Angelo Russell situation where you're just like not willing to perform, kind of thing.
For who?
Like the Sixers.
Well,
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, wasn't that him?
He was on the Sixers.
Oh, I'm thinking about someone else. Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead. I mean,
I'm fucking with you, bro.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Are you talking about Markelle Fultz?
Markelle, yeah. It's kind of how like Markelle was on the Sixers and he just wasn't willing to perform.
Yeah.
no, he couldn't perform.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Bro, I don't believe that.
You don't think so?
I swear, I feel like it was
Where he's
all a
just
scam.
kinda, like, milking it.
I feel it was a scam.
Why would it be a scam? He's on like a solid team, like that's like has like.
But like, all right, but like everybody has different career choices, and like I feel like some people don't want to be a support; they want to be the star. So it's like you could start off on a team like for example, like after like LeBron left Cleveland, Kyrie was the boss, and then LeBron came, and as you can see, that was a conflict. Like they work together because they're both great players, but like after they won their chip, it was just like, all right, I have my experience, but I feel like I can do it without you. Like I could lead something else without you, and it's like that. Like you're not gonna like. When you could do it off of like just believing in your own talent. Like, yo, I'm better than a lot of players.
Yeah,
I could probably be one of the greats myself. Why not do that on a team that'll build around me?
Mm-hmm.
So you really think he faked that for him, like how he was shooting?
Yeah.
I don't think he faked it, but I think he was milking it.
How do you, bro? Yeah, it's fake, bro. Like you
I think there's like a lot of like I think it happened. I think he like I don't think he faked it. I think he was just milking it. So like it happened, and then after that, it was just kind of like, oh, how long am I going to drag this out for?
But I'm saying like Orlando Magic, really, like that's where you choose the. I'm just saying that like because I don't even think he's the star there, but he's getting his highlights in now.
Well, he's like 22. It's kind of like talking about Andrew Wiggins, like going to like Golden State and just kind of like a fresh start. But like the start was like he was the first round. He was the very first pick.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, he has everything and just learning it honestly.
Anyway,
but like if we're gonna go off that, it's like Ben Simmons. Like he would shoot in high school and college.
Yeah,
but he doesn't shoot now. Mm-hmm. It's a scam.
I don't think it's a scam.
My man, it's a scam. My man's doing that.
We've seen him try.
He said, so you guys want me for 5 years? That's $170 million. It's going to be an extra 20 if you want shoots. If you want shorts. Like, you
all
feel
right.
me?
Yeah.
That's where I stand with that. But yeah, but like the Steelers made that dumbass move sending him to it was like, I think it was dumb. It was speculating because he was supposed to either go to the Bills or the Raiders. No, he was supposed to go to the Bills, and then he ended up going to the Raiders, and then he still was acting up on the Raiders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I want to wear my own helmet. I want to he called the shots. I'm so good I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like he's like what did he get, frostbite on his feet? Yeah. He like, yo, bro, he he had to peel his whole foot.
What?
Bro, it was nasty. They peeled his whole foot because he got the frostburn.
Yeah, he went to like some kind of like ice
cryotherapy.
Yeah. So
oh shit!
Shit, LeBron does.
Like a workout, and you're not supposed to go in there with like after like a shower or anything like that because like all the water,
the moisture,
freezes everything.
So,
bro, it looked like it hurt. Literally, I'm talking. They peeled his whole foot from toes to the bottom to the heel, just peeled skin, just.
That's foul.
Yeah, it was disgusting to look at, and he was out for that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like it makes you mad. Like it's different when it's like in-game injury, but like it makes you mad when you spend all that money on a player and they don't perform.
Yeah.
Well, the worst thing about it too was like Oakland didn't even have to pay him. like they gave him like a $15 million signing bonus, but
Yeah.
like it was voided after he did something like detrimental to the team, or like I think he called like the owner a cracker or something like that, and it was like they were able to just cut him.
He's like, yeah, like fuck you, like suck my dick type shit. Like he was really on that energy, like texting them, like texting and putting screenshots on social media. Like, yeah, I told him to suck my dick, like on some more Orlando Brown shit.
Oh shit.
But then so what happened? Did they waive him or did he get traded to the Patriots?
They waived him.
That's
They
what.
cut him.
And then the Patriots picked him up, so which was surprising because, like I said, they're very stern on who they pick. Like as you can see from the documentary, like that is true to some sense. Like they don't want someone that's gonna play games, but like they know he's a talent.
Yeah.
So they went for it, and then like he went there, played like what 2-3 games maybe.
one.
He played one game, and he was actually doing good. Like he was showing out like he's supposed to. But I don't know if it's like the success. But and how did he fuck that up? What was it that fucked that one
Well, it
up?
was like rape allegations and everything like
That
that.
happened.
Oh, he had rape allegations.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like,
The Patriots like only wanted him to be like very clear with them, like what's going on
Yeah.
and everything like that. And I guess he was like lying or playing like going back and forth. So then there was like, all right, we just have no idea. And the speculation has it that like he called Kraft like names too or something like that. So
but after he got it, no team would pick him up. After he got kicked, like taken off the Patriots, nobody wanted to like draft him. Like he even worked out with the Saints, fucked that up. Because he was just saying, like, oh, he's like, they only wanted me to come to their workout because of a publicity stunt. Like, bro, like, yeah. He's like saying how he's too good for like the XFL and just like, bro, like,
Damn.
like yeah, like, really, feel me, like,
Yeah.
like, really Kanye West in it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, just toxic,
He's just really cocky.
just toxic Twitter fingers, like,
Yeah. Damn.
and
his like PR team was working real hard though. Like every now and again, he'll like tweet and like you'll see.
And
it,
now,
it's him.
and now you can kind of see him like grasping for straws, cause like he'll like every once in a blue he'll still say like fuck the NFL,
Yeah.
but then he'll post a picture of him and Tom Brady and be like, you know, I really miss y'all. Like no, he really does. Like he'll post a picture of him and Tom Brady like, you know, I miss it. I just wish I'd get another chance. Like bro, you're fucking it up for yourself though. Like, and now it's like like I said, he's grasping at straws because he's starting like a music career.
Where is he now?
And now he's just living at his crib in Florida.
Oh, he's not even playing anymore.
No.
He's trying. He just recently had an interview with the ESPN, and like the way that he was like saying things, like it just sounded really bad because he had this huge thing in Florida with his baby mama and like his kids and like with the police, and like really brought like a bad rap, like how he was just it was something about a car, and I guess the baby mama was trying to take the car, but he was like, no, that's not under her name or anything like that. Give me the keys. But like he was saying all this like reckless things in front of the kids and everything like that, so it was like kind of getting a bad rap.
Yeah.
And in the interview, they asked him like how he feels like his kids perceive him, like is it a positive, like negative kind of vibe? He's like, everything's all positive, like everything's all good. We're like nothing but a good role model for my kids, and it's just like it's kind of bad because it's like, you know, we see what we see, but he thinks everything's okay, you know.
Or it goes on to like now he has like a fight set up with that YouTuber. I think it's like Logan Paul.
Oh yeah, I saw.
And like
I saw
to
him
me,
box.
that's like bottom of the food chain.
He can fight though. I saw that. Who did he fight?
He fought another gamer, bro.
ASI.
He fought some other guy, but like he really like prepped himself up for that. Like he really trained for that, and he looked like he was throwing hands. I saw that.
But like I mean that's like I don't know, like that's not KSI's not they're neither of them are experienced.
I understand they're not
fighters.
pro fighters, but it is entertaining. Like at the very least, I think it's funny. So you're saying Antonio Brown's trying?
He's agreed. I think he already agreed to it.
No, it's nothing agreed. It's just like all kind of like I'll see you kind of type thing.
Really?
That's
They're
weird.
putting teasers up and everything. Like they put pictures. Like some of them already got pictures of them like in each other's faces. Like on with
You can just make that though.
bro. He posted it.
Oh, well, someone probably just made it, and he's posting it.
But yeah, like I mean, like, at this point, it feels like a scandal thing. But like people are correlating his behavior to the CTE.
Yeah.
So
All right. Cool.
Oh, speaking of that, Logan Paul just dropped a diss track to Antonio Brown like 2 hours ago.
see, like that's and then watch him respond, and it just goes down. It's gonna keep going from there.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for today, bro.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right,
For sure.
So,
Trying to wrap it up?
Nah.
All right, keep going. What
It's just a spitball, bro. So yeah, we want to, we want to wrap things up here today. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Almanac Podcast. This is your boy Eddy and my man's Alex, and our new team with Almir. I said that right? Yeah. See,
it's just me fucking it up.
But yeah, so peace out. Remember to tune in every Monday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And make sure to like our Instagram and our Facebook page and share with your friends.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, cut that out.